Hello students, myself Professor Ankur. I welcome everyone for the GATE sum session on analog circuits. Today we are going to solve important sums on voltage regulator. So this is our fifth sum session on voltage regulator. Let's start with the session now. So let's take a question. So the question is, the transistor shunt regulator shown in the figure has a regulated output voltage of 10 volt. So let's go for the figure first. So there is a figure here and it says that the regulated output voltage is 10 volt. When input varies from 20 volt to 30 volt, so the input is going to change from 20 volt to 30 volt. The relevant parameter for the Zener diode and the transistor are Vz equal to 9.5 volt, VBE equal to 0.3 volt, beta is equal to 99. So neglect the current flowing through RB. The maximum power dissipated in Zener diode and the transistor PT are. So option A, PZ is equal to 75 milliwatt, PT equal to 7.9 watt. Option B, PZ equal to 85 milliwatt, PT equal to 8.9 watt. Option C, PZ equal to 95 milliwatt, PT equal to 9.9 watt. And option D, PZ equal to 115 milliwatt, PT equal to 11.9 watt. So now, if you observe the diagram carefully, you can see a transistor and a Zener, and the input is going to change from 20 volt to 30 volt. The two resistances given, one on the series path that is 20 ohm and one connected to the node of the Zener that is RB. The transistor is collected between the output point. So now let's start with the solution. So for the solution, the first thing we need to understand here is that the output voltage regulated is going to be 10 volt and the Zener drop is 9.5 and VBE is 0.3. So the first thing is we will find the value of maximum current that can be given from the source. So for this we are given input lower value as 20 volt and higher value as 30 volt. We will take the value of V in max as 30 volt. So the output point, which is a 10 volt point, is also the point on the other end of the 20 ohm. So that's the reason when I take current as potential difference upon resistance, so the value of input current will be V in max minus VO divided by the value of R, that is 20 given. So on substitution, 30 minus 10 by 20, we get the value of input current as 1 ampere. Also, the current flowing through the Zener will be considered same as the base current. The reason being, it is clearly mentioned that we are going to neglect the current flowing through RB. Actually, the Zener current after flowing through the Zener at the base node was splitting into two parts, one going inside the transistor and one going through RB. But as per the data given, we can neglect the current flowing through RB. So we can say that your IZ current is going to be as good as IB. Also, we are having a standard relation IC as beta times IB. So now when we talk about the input current maximum, it passes through the 20 ohm and splits into two parts. First part is IZ and the second part is IC. And also IC is beta times IB and IB is same as IZ. So the total addition will be equal to 1 ampere. So on solving, you will get the value of IB, which is actually IZ, as 10 milliampere. So we got the base current of the transistor as 10 milliampere. So power of the Zener will be Vz into Iz max. The value of Vz is 9.5 volt and the Zener current is 10 milliampere. So it will be having the value 95 milliwatt. Next, we can take IC as beta times IB, which is now 0.99 ampere. power of the transistor or power dissipated by the transistor will become VCE into IC. So the value of VCE is same as your VO value, and the value of IC is 0.99 ampere. You take a product of that, you get 9.9 watt. So now you can clearly observe for the Zener, the power is 95 milliwatt, and for the transistor, the power is 9.9 watt. This is option C. So the correct answer for this question is option C. Next question. In the voltage regulator shown, let's have a look at the circuitry. Here is a circuitry. The load current can vary from 100 milliampere to 500 milliampere. So the load current is changing from 100 milliampere to 500 milliampere. Assuming that the Zener diode is ideal, that is, the knee current is negligibly small, Zener resistance is 0 in the breakdown, the value of R is. So we are supposed to find the value of R. The input supply given is 12 volt and the Zener voltage is actually 5 volt. So the first thing is we will find the value of load current minimum given as 100 milliampere and load current maximum given is 500 milliampere. So since IZ is negligible, we can take IN is equal to IL. So the minimum value of R will be Vin minus Vz by IN. So it will be 12 volt minus 5 volt divided by the value of IN, that is 500 milliampere. We are considering the load current to be maximum. That time we will get the minimum possible value of R. And that possible value of R will come on solving as 14 ohm. So the correct answer for this question is 14 ohm. The value of R is 14 ohm. Answer is option D. Next question. A Zener diode in the circuit shown has knee current of 5 milliampere and the maximum allowed power dissipation of 300 milliwatt. What are the minimum and maximum load current that can be drawn safely from the circuitry, keeping the output voltage VO constant at 6 volt? So if you observe the circuitry carefully, there is a 9 volt supply with a 50 ohm resistance and a shunt Zener regulator with a Zener drop of 6 volt and the load connected across the output point. We are supposed to find the minimum and the maximum value of load current provided that the output voltage VO is always maintained at 6 volt. So for this, we have to go for a solution. By definition, the input current is going to split into two parts, the load current and the Zener current. The input current can be given as Vin minus Vz by R. So it will be 9 minus 6 by 50. So the answer will come as 60 milliampere. Zener current is given as 5 milliampere. So Pz max is Iz max into Vz. The value is 300 milliwatt. Hence the value of Iz max will come as 50 milliwatt. The power dissipation of the Zener is 300 milliwatt. The Zener is having a voltage of 6 volt. So the maximum current that can go through the Zener will be 50 milliampere. So now the input current is equal to IL minimum plus Iz maximum. Input current is 60 milliampere. IL minimum is unknown and Iz max is 50 milliampere. So the value of IL minimum is 10 milliampere. When the input current is flowing, when the load takes minimum current, the Zener will take maximum current. And the second relation is when the Zener takes minimum current, the load will take maximum current. So IN is 60 milli, IL max is unknown, and Iz min can be equal to the knee current, that is 5 milliampere. On substituting, the value of IL max comes out to be 55 milliampere. So if you observe, the lowest value of load current is 10 milliampere and the highest value of the load current is 55 milliampere. So the correct answer for this question is option C. 10 milliampere and 55 milliampere are the respective values of minimum and maximum load currents. Thank you.